Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Jude Bellingham responds to emotional message after Liverpool transfer completed. Real Madrid star Jude Bellingham was among those to offer support to new Liverpool signing Jeremy Frimpong after his Anfield move was completed last week. The Dutch international penned a 5-year contract with the Reds after they triggered his £29.5 million release clause from Bayer Leverkusen. The 24-year-old became the first summer signing, and second in Arne Slot's tenure on Merseyside, as Liverpool gear up for what looks to be a massive period for the club. After being crowned Premier League champions following their draw with Crystal Palace, the big test for Liverpool is whether they can sustain their period at the summit of English football. Work is ongoing to ensure that they do that, however. The transfer team remain in talks with Leverkusen for Florian Wirtz after tabling a £109 million offer for the Germany international, while interest remains in Bournemouth left-back Milos Kerkez, after returning to the United Kingdom, following his Celtic departure for Die Werkself. It has been a wholesome couple of days of content from Frimpong. The Holland defender celebrated the move with his family, including his father and brother who are lifelong Liverpool supporters. In the days after he was officially named a Liverpool player, it appeared that the news hadn't quite settled for the 24-year-old who penned an emotional message on Instagram. There were some notable supporters to have liked the post, including Virgil van Dijk, Ryan Gravenberch as well as Jamie Gittens, formerly linked with Liverpool, and Real Madrid star Jude Bellingham. Prior to Frimpong's deal, it was finally announced that Trent Alexander-Arnold would be joining Los Blancos for the Club World Cup after a £10 million move was sanctioned to allow him to leave the club before his contract expired. I have had a few conversations with them, Frimpong said in his interview with the club. Virgil has called me and told me a little bit more about Liverpool and the expectations, those types of things. And made me feel like the guys are going to welcome me well. That's what I expect from Virgil with how he is in the national team. He's a big character, captain. Playing with world-class players as a footballer is a great feeling. It's a privilege, like I'm going to be next to Mo Salah. Not just him, the whole Liverpool squad. Just Liverpool in general. This is a privilege, a blessing that I can be part of it. But I can't wait to link up with him. Hopefully we link up well. I'm excited for these things, 100%. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is Liverpool still interested in signing exceptional player and have now received fresh boost. Liverpool are still reportedly at the table to sign Crystal Palace centre-back Marc Guehi in the summer transfer window, having received a boost in their efforts. The 24-year-old has had a memorable season for the Eagles, winning the FA Cup after a thrilling 1-0 win over Manchester City in the final at Wembley last month. Guehi could decide that this summer is the right time to enjoy a new challenge, perhaps feeling that he has now come as far as he can in a Palace shirt. Liverpool have been linked with signing the Englishman plenty of times in the past, as have Newcastle United, and a new update has now emerged that acts as a boost to the Premier League champions. According to Football Insider, Guehi has turned down a move to Tottenham this summer, increasing the Reds' hope of getting their man. Liverpool are still described as being at the table for the Englishman, who is expected to leave Selhurst Park over the coming months. An ideal Van Dijk successor for Liverpool? Replacing Virgil van Dijk is going to be an almost impossible task for Liverpool eventually, but Guehi could be a good option to do so, albeit not being close to the Dutchman's level currently. At just 24, he is already such a mature head on relatively young shoulders, and Joe Hart spoke glowingly about him during Euro 2024 last summer, saying, "Huge shout out to Marc Guehi. I thought he was exceptional. He really stepped in and was really calm on the ball. I thought Guehi allowed John Stones to play his game. The more Marc plays, the better that centre-back partnership will get." That said, Palace will demand huge money for Guehi, so Liverpool have to weigh up if they should be looking at a cheaper option instead, someone who is more willing to be a backup to Van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate next season. If the chance arises for the Reds to sign the Eagles' ace, it certainly shouldn't be sniffed at, but the fact that Van Dijk isn't going anywhere, and is also a left-sided centre-back, means it doesn't make sense to bring him in at this point. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Lazio to revive their attempts to sing Liverpool benchwarmer. Lazio will reportedly launch a new onslaught for Liverpool winger Federico Chiesa, who endured a forgettable campaign at Anfield Road. The background. The 27-year-old signed for the Reds last summer after finding himself an outcast at Juventus. Although he ended his campaign with a Premier League medal, he only made 6 appearances in the English top flight, only 1 as a starter. Therefore, the Italian will be desperate to put his career back on track after failing to break into Arne Slot's plans. Lazio following Federico Chiesa. The Fiorentina youth product was heavily linked with a return to Serie A in January, but many sources believe a summer transfer would be more plausible. So according to La Lazio Siamo Noi, the Biancocelesti will revive their interest in Chiesa, especially after the imminent return of Maurizio Sarri, who is said to be an admirer of the Italy international. Mattia Zaccagni's replacement? The struggling winger is identified as a potential replacement for Lazio captain Mattia Zaccagni, who has recently emerged as a transfer target for Napoli and Nottingham Forest. Claudio Lotito and Angelo Fabiani would be willing to sell the skipper for the right offer. Difficult operation for Lazio. Nevertheless, the source insists this won't be an easy operation, as Lazio would need some assistance from Liverpool to cover the player's €6 million yearly salary. Moreover, it remains to be seen if the Premier League champions would be willing to sanction a loan move with an option to buy. Napoli and Inter Milan also keeping tabs on Chiesa. In addition to difficulties that the Aquile could encounter in their negotiations with the Merseyside club, the report also highlights the stern competition for Chiesa's services, as Antonio Conte allegedly wants the player at Napoli, while Inter Milan would enter the fray if they end up replacing Simone Inzaghi with Cesc Fabregas. Jude Bellingham responds to an emotional farewell message following his Liverpool transfer. Meanwhile, the Reds gain fresh momentum in their pursuit of an exceptional target, and Lazio renew efforts to sign a Liverpool benchwarmer. Here's the latest buzz from Anfield. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.